not really prepared to talk about this song, but I'm going to go ahead and jump in anyway, because I want to cut several videos tonight if possible. Try to do this in one take. January 10th, 2016, Fantasy Playlist. Song at number 16, up from 20, on its way to number 1. This is a very original record. I mean, just waiting for a song like this. Because this song by Luke Graham, what country they're from, Denmark or Scandinavia? They're from up there, up in Northern Europe. But anyway, they had the song 7 Years at number 16 on my fantasy playlist. This brings to mind the singer-songwriter tradition. Reminds me a lot of the singer-songwriter tradition of the late 60s, early 70s, anywhere from Bob Dylan, and I'm not comparing them to Bob Dylan, but I'm just saying, Bob Dylan, James Taylor, Harry Chapin got that same melancholy feel to it that you hear in some of Harry Chapin's records like Taxi. But again, not maybe not up to that level of Harry Chapin or Bob Dylan. Not saying that, but it does bring to mind those influences, those the dynamics from that songwriting, singer-songwriter era back in the late 60s, early 70s. One powerful record. Just glad to see this song at least took off here in America. It was huge in Europe. Gosh dog it. I just looked at the stats on this record. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Number 1 in Australia, Belgium, Netherlands, Canada, Denmark, New Zealand. It was the number 2 song of the year, as ranked by, I believe, by BBC Radio 1 on the UK singles chart. Number 2 song of the year in England, 2016. But not everybody was thrilled with this record. Time magazine considered this record to be among the top 10 worst records of 2016. And even saying that, well, anyway, I'll just let it go at that. Frontman Lukas Forshammer, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Forshammer. He said this song was about his life, the way it was in the past and his dreams for the future. It only goes up to age 60 because his dad died at 61. But even though he sounds rather melancholy, plaintive in this record, it's actually kind of a positive theme because being a dad is very important. It's one of the most important things to him. And he doesn't want to become a negative old man, a negative dad, just a dad who just comes down on everything and just moans and bitches all day. He wants to be an awesome dad to where his kids' friends would say, "Oh, you're going to go see your dad? Well, that's great, man. He's cool. He's a cool dude. Tell him we said hi." It's that sort of thing. And there's another one, Mama Said, I believe. Another great song by Luke Graham. They had some fantastic records out off of that CD. There have been some critics that compared this song to the Beatles' When I'm 64, which was off of Sgt. Pepper. I can see the comparisons there. But anyway, very original sounding record. Really, I thought to myself, this is great. I've been waiting for a song like this for years. 7 Years by Luke Graham at number 16 on my fantasy playlist, January 10th, 2016.